right, well, welcome to another episode of Fox Sports Live NRL. I'm Eloise Sohier, joined alongside Josh Morris, who is donning his New South Wales Blues hat nice and early. Josh, tell us where you are this morning.
Yes, I'm at Cypress Lakes. I have a Origin Golf Day today, so representing New South Wales. So hopefully we can get the job done against the Queenslanders, and then the boys can get the job done in Melbourne for Game 2.
Yeah, absolutely. We will be having an Origin Game 2 preview next week. But first of all, our attention is all about round 15, and it kicks off with the Dolphins hosting the Storm. Dolphins $2.55 here, Josh. Storm $1.55. This is a clash of the top four, and the Storm have said this week they will need to start fast because they did have a slow start against the Warriors, and they can ill afford that against the Dolphins.
Yeah, and you saw what the Dolphins did against the Sharks. They put on 22 unanswered points in that first half, so they do need to start fast. But the Storm are coming first, and it's no surprise that they just seem to get it done, don't they? And they welcome back Ryan Papenhuyzen this week. That's a massive in for them. So Failonga goes back to the wing. Will Warbrick is back as well. I don't see the Dolphins. Don't see the Storm losing this one. Trey Fuller comes back in, but Tavita Pangai makes his return to the NRL as well, off that short stint in boxing. But they both had wins away from home as well. So for me, the Dolphins, I think at the halfway mark of the year, you've got to give them an A+ for where they are. They just keep getting the job done, and they've had a number of injuries throughout the year, but they've still managed to get the job done. But I think the Storm will be too strong in this one, and I think we'll see them stay on the top of the table.
We can always remember as well Trey Fuller coming in for Hamiso last time and the performance he did when Hamiso was injured, so certainly will be an exciting clash. No matter which way it goes. Up next, we've got the Titans at $2.48, Warriors $1.52. Now, the Titans obviously were upset against the West Tigers. You'd expect a big response from Des Hasler's men. The underdog has covered the spread in each of the Gold Coast last 10 matches as well, Josh.
Yeah, look, the Titans, they were woeful in that second half against the Tigers. They just turned over the ball time and time again. I think with Fafita coming back in, it certainly boosts their side. But the Warriors, they're not really too affected by Origin. Roger Tuivasa-Sheck comes back in. So I think the Warriors should win this one. It's one of the games they need to win if they want to stay in the 8 or keep intact with that 8. But the Titans, look, they could certainly bounce back. I know what Des is like as a coach. He'll have them ready for this game. But I just think the Warriors will be too strong in this one as well.
What about the Roosters at $1.39, Bulldogs $3? We talk about Origin and the impacts that can have on this, but the Roosters, well, they welcome back Brandon Smith. I know he's not been in the Origin arena, but they've got James Tedesco who played in Game 1. This is a strong outfit. Do you like the odds here?
Yeah, look, the odds are obviously stacked in the Roosters' favour, but you've got to remember that the Doggies had their Origin reps missing and Kickout as well, and went up to Newcastle and won 32-2. So if you like the value there, the Doggies, they'll certainly put up a contest against the Roosters, I have no doubt. You think, though, that with Tedesco back in the side, I think they can get the job done there. He's a proven match winner. And for the Dogs, look, Crichton is out. I think they can manage without him. But I feel like the halves are really playing good football for the Roosters. They had a really tough match against the Eels, and Luke Keary and Sam Walker stepped up when they were needed to and came through at crucial moments to get them to win over the Eels. So I think they'll do that again against the Doggies. But I wouldn't be surprised if the Doggies have the upset. That could be the upset of the round.
Well, there you have it. If you're looking for some value, perhaps the Bulldogs at $3 is your best shot there. Up next with the Rabbitohs at $1.45, Seagulls $2.70. South Sydney have won 7 of its last 8 matches against Manly. Rabbitohs are finding some form at just the right time, but again, they'll be missing Latrell Mitchell, the likes of Cam Murray, with Origin impacts here.
Yeah, look, they'll obviously miss Latrell. Cam only came back for this week. They've been playing some really good football without him, but it has been off the back of Latrell, so we'll have to see how they go without him. But Manly, they are decimated by injuries. You saw that in the game against the Dragons. I think that was one of the best halves of football I've seen from a football side, down to 13 men. The way that they beat the Dragons, that was outstanding. But I think it's going to come back to bite them this week. I think they're low on troops obviously missing Daly Cherry Evans. So I think that the Rabbits still should get this one done. Jai Gray comes back into fullback, and we saw what a live wire he was when Latrell wasn't there. So I'm excited for this game. I think the Rabbits will still be too strong, but it's purely off the back of what Manly did. They got the win last week, but I think it's going to cost them this week.
Yeah, they were down to, I think, almost one on the bench at one stage. They all throughout for majority of that match in that second half. So an incredible effort. Up last, we head to Campbelltown Stadium. Tigers $2.28. Raiders $1.61. The Raiders were embarrassed at home last week at GIO Stadium. They travel up to Campbelltown. Ricky Stewart, no doubt, will be looking for a response up against a West Tigers outfit who'll probably be full of confidence.
Yeah, that's it. You sometimes losing is a habit, and winning can be a habit as well. And they finally got the win after 9 long weeks, the Tigers, and it was their youngest side as well that have put on a Tigers jersey. So, look, they'll be very confident. The Raiders, they were embarrassed by the Cowboys down at home, and Ricky will be, I think he'll be ready for an ambush at Campbelltown Stadium, and I don't think the Tigers, I think they've lost their last 10 at Campbelltown, so not a happy hunting ground for them at home. So, look, I think the Raiders should get the job in this one. I think Hudson Young back, he's got a point to prove as well. Obviously missing out on Origin. I think the Raiders will be too strong in this one.
Can't wait for round 15, Josh. I bet you're itching to get out there onto the course today. Good luck and up the Blues.
Thank you.
What's gambling really costing you? For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.